Okay, so here's a video on choosing the school for yourself. Okay, so what would I say? Basically, when I was younger, right? I would say basically, go in and basically look to see at the instructor, look at the students that been there for a while, see if you want to be like those students because that's going to be you in 5 years, right? I'd say, can you learn from the instructor? You know, get a like some type of background check on the instructor. Make sure that he's not like a bullshitter instructor or McDojo or whatever. Okay, like these days, I'm kind of like, hey, just go in and try it. Okay, try not to get into a situation where you're held towards a contract. Go in there, see if you can learn from this individual, right? And then hopefully you can enjoy yourself. You learn something from every school you attend, whether or not they're good or bad, right? If you go to a bad school, you learn that, oh, you don't want to do that again, right? And you learn what is potentially bad, right? If you go to a good school, the unfortunate nature is you might not know how good they are until you leave and or you experience like a bad school. Okay, so what I would say is you do it. You gotta try it. You're not gonna know how good that cheeseburger tastes until you bite it. Then you be like, up, right? Or you be like, oh, this is not bad, right? Then once you bit it and you understand that cheeseburger, now you have a gauge that you can use for other cheeseburgers, right? Oh, that McDonald's cheeseburger was good, but oh man, the fat burger was better, right? Or like this other mom and pop shop was like junk. They were even worse than like McDonald's, right? So now you have a gauge to work with. Don't limit yourself. If you're going to limit yourself based on maybe your financial resources, how close they are to you, the time constraints you have, right? But don't limit yourself. Learn from everybody. Try to figure out like what's good about that school, what's bad about that school. But you won't know until you attend the class. Talk to the instructor. Go there. Try not to get caught up in a contract that is forced upon you. But if you gotta pay like for the first month of fees to like figure that out, hey, man, it is what it is. That's the way it is, right? How are you gonna know, right? So that's what I would say, man. Just go out and try, or woman, try the school first before you decide. You don't know, and you won't know after one class. You take multiple classes, right? And you would have to figure out, oh, how good is this individual? Because maybe the very first class they put on a great showing, second class they're junk, right? So you're gonna have to figure out what is the pattern in general. Can I learn from this school? And then you can work with it from there. And here's the good thing. The good thing about it is that if you learn from something, then you have a means to be able to diagnose, right, the next thing you do, right? Do you want to leave to go to a different school, right? Maybe you go to a different school. Maybe you come back. Maybe the school that you're at is not as good, right? But you can learn something from it, and you go to the different school, and they create champions, but the regiment that they put themselves through is something that you can't do yourself. Okay, so when you choose a school, I would say do that. That's like a personal opinion, of course. You're gonna have to make your own decisions and stuff. But if you listen to everybody online, right? Or I'll say get multiple opinions before you make a decision. Whatever opinions that other people may have on certain schools, that's their opinion. And if you like them and you have the same mentality, mindset that they do, hey, maybe it's the right decision. Who knows, right? Anyway, good luck on choosing your school.